Hello, and thank you so much for taking the time to actually watch my video. This video is going to be some tips and strategies which you can actually implement that's going to actually help you improve your level of self-esteem. Now, to me, self-esteem is, if you like, the positivity, the sureness that we have within ourselves. Yeah, you can call it confidence. It's what we feel like we actually have inside ourselves that make us able to do what it is that we want to do. Now, we're not all born with a high level of self-esteem. Our self-esteem, in my opinion, is constantly changing. And I'm going to talk about some of the ways which I know for sure will help you to actually move forward and create more self-esteem within yourselves. You'll often see people around you that are like negative. They're usually the people that are moaning. They're usually the people that have got something negative to say. These are the people usually that have got no self-esteem whatsoever. Yeah, and if they have got it, it's hidden very deep within themselves. Yeah. Now they're actually being that way normally, in my opinion, to try and take the attention away from themselves. This is what negative people will do. They will try and, um, push it onto someone else. Well, we ain't going to be that person. We are not going to be that person. You do not want to be that person, because if you are that person, you're going to end up nowhere. You have to look at ways of improving your self-esteem and with it your confidence. Now, for me, there's certain things which I've done in my life which I know have helped build my self-esteem, my character, whatever it is you want to call it. The first thing, fundamentally, which you need to do if you want to improve your life and grow this self-esteem within yourself, the first thing you need to do is start taking more decisive action. Every time you pause and you wonder for a moment whether you can actually do this task, this activity, and you kind of question yourself and you hold yourself back, you are digging yourself out. You are depleting, in my eyes, your self-esteem, because you're actually not going for it. You're not actually making the positive decision to actually head towards your goal. This is only going to create negativity within you, and hence, whether it depletes your self-esteem, it definitely won't increase it, that's for sure. So we need to start taking action. We need to start being more decisive. We need to start putting ourselves in situations which we know make us uncomfortable. Only by being in that situation and learning, making mistakes, are you ever going to improve. Yeah. So that's the first thing. Take more action. Be more positive and decide to actually make this positive change in your life. The next thing, which I know has always made me feel good, and this hasn't got to be on a massive scale. So you haven't got to do things which are obviously beyond your affordability or beyond obviously we've all got lives that we have to obviously do, and that's contribution. For me, it's something which I'm aware of that I don't do enough, in a sense that I don't go outside and, if you like, at the moment volunteer, because I'm too busy trying to chase obviously money and pay my bills. But it's something I do try and do when I'm out and about living my life. Yeah. So it's good to obviously go and volunteer if you've got the time to do that. This will always make you feel good. Yeah. But even if you haven't got the time to do these, you hear stories about people traveling to different countries and, building wells and doing these massive, and these really big things, which obviously makes them grow and feel good inside. Not everyone's got that ability. Not everyone's got that money. If I had the money to be able to do things like that, I would do it tomorrow, because there's so much upset and hunger and obviously famine in the world. But we're not able to do it because of our circumstances. Yeah, but it doesn't stop you from doing things in your day which you know are going to make people around you feel good, whether it's your family, whether it's a neighbour, it could be anybody. It could be a kind gesture, it could be anything. Because if you do this and that you make that person feel good, that that will come back on you. It will definitely come back to you, and it will make you feel good. You must have done something in your life when after you've done it, your mum or your dad or someone might have said to you, "Oh, I bet that made you feel good for doing that," and you can actually look back and think, "Yeah, it did. It did make me feel good." Well, this is what we've got to try and do more of if we want to build our self-esteem. Yeah, contribution, and I'm not just like I said, I'm not just talking about financial contribution. I'm on about time. It could be that you're just giving your time. It could be that you're just listening to someone. This is still a contribution. Yeah? Someone's got a problem and you show them the time of day. That is a contribution. That person thanks you. You've made a contribution towards creating a better world for that one person. It could be one person. It doesn't matter whether it's one person, whether it's 1,000 people. You have made a contribution, and I can guarantee you that will make you feel good. Something else which I do, which I think helps to build, I think it's my self-esteem and my confidence, and that is to do positive affirmations. You need to start making time for what you're doing now. Make more time for it during your day if you really want to grow your mind and change your mindset towards thinking in a more positive manner. Because anything that you can do that can create a more positive mindset, anything that you can do which will make you plan your day better, anything that you can do that can make you move ahead the following day, just by thinking about what you're going to do and how you're going to achieve it, this is going to give you more self-esteem. Yeah? Just look at people that you know who've got low self-esteem. It's easy, they're easily identifiable. Yeah? And it ain't their fault. It could have been that obviously they've been brought up that way. They've not had a person around them perhaps who has been influencing them the right way. So it's no one's fault. The good news is that these people can try and move forward. I'm making this video all about self-esteem. I'm still even myself. I still want to become a better person and grow my self-esteem. Because it's something which, if you think about it, you could never have enough of. Yeah, we've all seen these people that, we almost aspire to be, and you wonder how they've got that way. Well, it hasn't just happened. They've put in place systems, trainings, education that has sent them in a positive direction. This can be you. Yeah, this can be you. So, well done for even watching and clicking on this video. You're obviously moving in the right direction. It's all about education. All these things are going to make you become a much greater version of you. Another thing which I believe is really important, but it's something which I myself, I'm not always, I've made mistakes in life, and that is honesty. Honesty, integrity, whatever you want to call it. Most people, me included, I've done things I've done things I've been ashamed of. Things you can't take back, things that you kind of eat away at you sometimes almost. And it's safe to say that you can't obviously undo what you've actually done, whatever it might be, whether it's small, large, whatever. But what you've done in the past, in my eyes, doesn't determine your future. So for me, try to be as honest as you can be, yeah, as honest as you can be. And I'm not necessarily talking about committing crime. Obviously, you don't want to be doing that. It's illegal, and obviously that is something that a bad person would do. I'm on about when you're in communication with people, when you're talking to people, yeah, being honest about how you are, yeah, because every time you lie, every time you kind of mislead someone, every time you try and manipulate someone, that is having an effect on your self-esteem, yeah. You know, in the back of your mind, it could be that someone's asked you, you know, is everything okay, and you've kind of made out that you're doing really well, or that your business is doing fantastic, and it's not true. We, you know, what's the point in lying? You okay? You're you're trying to create a bigger picture of you in that person's mind. But I think what you need to ask yourself is, why does it matter? Why does that person? Why does it matter what that person thinks about you? Because for me, and I'm, you know, this is fact. I don't give a monkey's about what other people who I don't know. Um, I don't not care what they think about me. What I mean is, I believe in myself and I believe in what I'm doing. Yeah, and I try and be positive about what I'm doing. If other people perhaps think I'm doing something wrong or they don't agree with what I'm doing, it's my opinion. It's my opinion, and my opinion matters. I don't care. It could be someone high up in government who says, "Well, I don't agree with him." I don't care, because it's my opinion. It's my life, and I get to decide. But I think what is important is that we're honest with ourselves, and that if someone, you know, if you're talking, don't try and make out that you're more than what you are. If you're not, because the only person you're really lying to is yourself. The only person you're fooling is yourself. The only person who's not going to grow and who's not going to, you know, become more is yourself. Because nobody else really matters. It's what you think of yourself. Yeah, some of the best. You know, when like you look at some of these people, you know, in the lot in like the world who are highly successful, and you know, do they really care about this, about, you know, about how the rest of the world thinks about them, or are they so confident now? I actually believe that you can reach a level where you become confident in yourself. You feel comfortable in your own skin. You're happy in your own environment. That really, what other people think about you don't matter. And see, if you can reach that level, you have reached a high level of self-esteem. Because that's what self-esteem really is in my eyes. It's not being concerned, not being arrogant and ignorant to what other people, you know, obviously I ain't saying mistreat people. What I'm saying is, if their views don't align with your views, it doesn't bother you. Yeah, because this will, if you keep on letting it bother you, you're going to start trying to change the way you are, and you don't want to do that. Yes, you want to become more positive. Yes, you want to become, yeah, more assertive. Yes, you want to grow your self-esteem. But at the end of the day, you are an individual, and your individuality is yours. It's nobody else's. So many times now, society has tried. It basically tries to shape us. Since the day since the day we were born, society has been shaping us to think in a safe, in a safe way, to not take chances, to do as we're told, to abide by the rules, and to not push your boundaries. It's just the way we've been grown up. But what we need to do is we need to look at ways of changing our life to move in a more positive direction. And doing all these things, taking action, positive affirmations, you know, telling yourself you're going to succeed and things like that, personal development, making more contribution to your family, you know, in time, not always money. I'm not on about money, I'm on about time. Making more contribution to as many people as you can. This will help bring back your self-esteem. Yeah, make it grow. And honesty is the best policy. It always has been. Um, You know, unfortunately, I've made mistakes, but at the end of the day, we all know if something's wrong, yeah, we know that when we do it, if we do that thing that's wrong, it's something that's there that's always going to eat away at you. It's gonna play on your character. It's gonna play on you. So don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. Take positive steps now to try and instigate some of these different things. You know, make a plan, but just try and do little steps in each of these directions. Yeah, but you must take action. You must, if an opportunity arises and someone's talking you out of it, or they say to you, "I don't think you'd be able to do that." Don't listen. Go for it. Yeah. Listen to yourself. Don't keep listening to other people because you've got your own mind. Yeah, you've got your own mind. If you're like me now, I'm 51 years old, right? I'm not going to let someone tell me to do something. You know, I'm not about obviously. Yeah, obviously you want to get guidance. I'm on about something where if I think something's a good idea, am I going to let someone, a perfect stranger, talk me out of it? No, not if I believe it and I want to pursue it. And this is what self-esteem is. Self-esteem, confidence, character building, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it only grows. It will only grow within you if you start taking actions to make it grow. And the more exposure, the more you put yourself outside of your comfort zone, yeah, the more you put yourself outside of your comfort zone, the more your life will improve. It was ironic today. Another thing happened today with regards to my son. I was taking my son to go and get a shirt for his. He's just been given a job, only in like a caravan park, but he's been given a job, and he obviously he's got this shirt. And on the way back, I said to him, Should we pop and see my niece because she's getting married tomorrow?" And they were doing all the haul up the day before. Well, as we were driving down there, I'm always trying to feed my son positive information. And I said to him, go and do the job. You don't know what's going to happen. You know, you might like it, you might not like it. It doesn't matter. You're 17 years old. You're just going to go and do it. You're going to try your best at it. And if you don't like it, it doesn't matter. And I said to him, the ironic thing was, I said to him, just by being there, mate, I said, your other things could come about. I said, because you're putting yourself out there. Well, as we were driving back, I said to him, should we go and see my niece? Because she was decorating and doing this haul up. So he said, yes, Dad. He said, like, we'll pop and see him. Well, he's a big lump. He's only 17, but he looks, he's impressive. He looks got the looks, and he's fit. And anyway, I takes him in this place, and we're chatting away, and the lady that actually owns the establishment, and she took a liking to him. And she's actually, I actually mentioned that he was starting a job in a caravan park soon, and that he was doing the bar and whatever. And she turned around and said to him, "We need someone here." And basically, the woman said to him, "We're going to go to the reception tomorrow." But she said, "I'll have a little chat with him at the reception because we need someone." Yeah. Now, I said to my mate Charlie, I said to my son Charlie, I said, "What now? Ironic." He went, "What, Dad?" I said, "Well, because you've actually come with me in the car, you've bothered to come with me and see your niece, and obviously make the effort. Make the effort being the what I'm getting at here." Because he made the effort and he went in, he bumped into this woman, and now he's potentially got another job. And I said to him, "Isn't that weird?" And he went, "Yeah, Dad, it is." I said, "Well, that's what happens, mate." I said, "That's what happens when you put yourself out there." I said, you could be given the shittest job in the world. It could be the worst job in the world. And you go there, and you're doing it, and you got a smile on your face, and you're trying. I said, people are always watching. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty if you can become this person that puts yourself forward, yeah? That's willing to do a little bit more. That's willing to stay a little bit later and get in a little bit earlier. Because if you can adopt that mindset and you can mix it with all the different things that I've been talking about, you know, being honest, being approachable, being smart, being, you know, just being the best you can be. I said to him, mate, I said to him, you could end up running that caravan park in 10 years' time. He don't believe me. I went, mate, I said, you could. And the ironic thing was, because he was telling me about the lady that started, who actually interviewed him. She was actually the manageress of the complex. She's 24 years old. Apparently, she started there when she was 17, working in the boathouse, wiping down the tables. And I said to him, do you think that she obviously thought that she could be running and doing that job, running that whole site, about 1,000 caravans, when she's 24 years old? I said she's done it because she's made herself believe she can do it, and she's taken every single opportunity as it's arose, and she's obviously pushed herself. And this is what will bring us riches. This is what will make us become more. And it ain't just the money. I even said that to him. I went, mate, I said, it ain't even just the money. He said, what do you mean, Dad? I said, it's what you're going to get out of it being there, mixing with your friends, because he's got some friends that actually work there. I said, you're going to be growing as a person. I said, and you don't know. I said, but already, I can already see it, see the opportunities in that place that he could, you know, that he could go towards if he wants to do it. But as obviously as a parent, I try and inspire him as much as I can. I'm going to do a video about that, about how to become more inspiring for your children. I've seen so many videos on personal development. I've watched hours and hours of it because it's something obviously that really interests me. But you don't see a lot of videos about how to inspire your children, how to make them think differently. It's something they're not taught in schools. Anyway, please like. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Please give me a like, a thumbs up, whatever you've got to do to make my video be seen more. But I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. Like I say, I'm trying to build my channel on YouTube. It's something I'm really interested in, personal development, for myself and for my viewers. And yeah, thank you so much. Please subscribe.